Wakey, wakey.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
That's an extra voice.
Well, who's that? Who could
I
it
don't
be?
fuck. How'd you
Whoa.
get in here?
Go leave.
Okay.
Identify
Great, bye.
yourself and then get the
Good
fuck
night.
out. Bye, everybody.
Hey.
Hi, what's up? It's me, Beth, your third host. Woo.
Wow, it's
By
official.
Beth. Who? What?
No.
By Beth, I mean I'm Beth.
Yeah.
You can
If you if you watch the watch-alongs, if you listen to the watch-alongs, you'll know that we added a third host by the name of Beth a long time ago.
Yeah.
But we had not added her to this show because we wanted to do a little intro to Beth segment. This is
Wow.
a
Yeah.
Beth cast.
Yeah.
Welcome to me.
Welcome to
the
Beth.
Bethcast.
So this is that. And sorry I interrupted where you can find Beth on the social media.
Oh, you can find Beth on, I don't like third person. You can find me on Twitter at BethMostDef or on Instagram at BethDBush. Who the fuck
Wow.
are you guys?
Hey, I'm Felicia. You can find me at Felicia3 on Twitter and Instagram.
Hi, I'm Jesse. You can find me on Twitter at @OutByNight for now.
And you can find all of us at www.idiots.fm. There's links to our socials, including our Discord. Our handle on Twitter is at SleepyIdiots. And you can rate us at podchaser.com or Apple Podcasts.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have a bumper. We're just doing question time.
Get to know Beth.
Get to know Beth.
Well,
Get to
okay,
know
I
me.
guess it's not just Beth.
Getting to know
Like
all
we're
about
definitely
Beth.
asking each other all these questions, so it's like a free for all a little bit. But the point is mostly for Beth.
We're gonna find out
Right.
who each other is finally, once and for all.
It's like we get to know Beth, and Beth gets to know us, even though she's listened from the beginning.
Yeah.
And then you get to know Beth, and then we're gonna tell you more about us, even though you didn't want to know because you already know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we each came up with 5 secret questions.
I came up with 8, and so I'm gonna pick and choose.
What the fuck? Why?
I don't know, dude.
Okay,
It feels
whatever.
like that checks out. I don't.
Yeah.
Because I'm used to I have another podcast with our friend Benny who often doesn't come prepared, so I over prepare.
This is a safe space.
Everybody's prepared here.
Hey, why don't we let our new host Beth go first?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, whenever I was thinking of questions, I was like, what if I make them all sleep related? But I didn't do that just for this first one.
Okay.
Would have been a good bit.
But the rest are sleep related?
No, just the just the first one's sleep related. The rest are whatever.
Gotcha.
Also, I crowdsourced a few from friends because I'm bad at questions.
That's
so
fine.
I made them do my
I didn't know we
homework.
could do that.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, this first one is, what's the funniest or weirdest place you've fallen asleep?
Oh.
The thing that immediately popped into my head is one time I have this very distinct memory, but I don't know what it's from, and my mom doesn't know either when I told her. But I have a distinct memory of being with most of my family at a Red Lobster, and I was sick and I felt really awful. So I laid down on it was a booth, so I laid down on the seats with my legs up on my mom, and she was feeding me French fries from the table down to the booth.
Yeah.
And I definitely fell asleep there. But when I asked my mom what that memory is from, she's like, "What the fuck are you talking about? We've never been to a Red Lobster."
Did she try to jam fries in your mouth while you were asleep?
Not while I was asleep.
Was she? Oh, she was looking when she did it.
Well, she would dangle a fry over the side, and if I took it, she'd assume I was awake.
You're like a dog.
Yeah. Like a little pet.
Yeah.
She's treating you like a little pet.
Right.
Cute.
What about me?
What about you?
About you.
What about me?
I feel like the answer is a rave.
Close. I was at a party and I got locked out on a balcony.
Nap time.
And it was nap time. And I think I fell asleep real easy because I think I was very drunk.
Was it cold?
No. It was like Virginia Beach in May or June or something.
That's kind of pleasant, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't
It
mind it.
makes sense. Like, what else are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Beth?
This one I'm not proud of. I just start off. I had an internship in college, and this semester I was like the most tired I've ever been in my life. I was worn out. And at the internship, the person I was shadowing was in the middle of talking to me.
Oh no. Wait.
And I closed eyes right there.
Pretty good.
Were you in a cubicle?
It was in her office. I don't
Oh,
know. I mean, she had to have noticed, obviously, because I'm right in her face, but it happened kind of quickly. So I was like, maybe she didn't, maybe she thought I was just blinking long.
Or just really thinking about what she was saying.
Did you?
Yeah.
So you have no idea how much you slept?
Mm-mm.
That's fun.
What if she just let you sit like that for an hour and then
Well,
didn't mention it?
If it happened to me, I would have just been like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Well, I've heard Beth fall asleep in VR.
Yeah.
You don't snore, but you definitely make sleep noises.
Yeah.
Yeah, just heavier breathing.
Yeah. So I feel like she would have known.
Well,
We've
she didn't
heard
say
you
anything,
sleep.
which was nice.
Maybe she caught a little nap too.
Yeah. She's like, oh, great. Perfect opportunity.
Next question.
You want to go, Jesse?
Yeah, I'm looking for my questions.
Wow. Unprepared.
There.
How'd
Well,
you
no, I
lose your
sent them.
questions?
I sent them to myself in my saved messages on Telegram like 3 days ago, so I have to scroll up.
Wow.
I use that for my notes and stuff.
Why don't you just use the notes app?
Why don't you just use a notepad? I wrote mine down.
I wrote mine in the notes app.
I don't really write with my hand. I type. I'll do a type.
Jesse writes with his mouth.
Yeah, maybe. What is your favorite thing to talk about?
That's so broad.
Oh my goodness.
Is this like what's something that you're like passionate about, or
No,
just
it's
have
the
a
thing
good
you
time
have the
talking
most
about?
fun talking about in conversation. Mine is space.
That fits.
I just
makes
like,
sense.
but I don't like talking like factual space. I like to talk to people about theories that are very much not true.
That also tracks.
Yeah. I just like to guess how stuff works.
That's fair. The only thing I can think of is like happy memories, which is
That's
really
nice.
it's
Yeah.
nice, but it's like cheesy. But it is like, you know, like inside jokes or like memories you have with that person, even if it's just like, hey, remember that funny conversation we had when we first met? Like, I don't know. I think that's one of my favorite things, just like reminiscing.
Yeah.
That's really nice. I like that.
Remember like 5 minutes before we started recording and we were talking about frog assholes?
Yeah, Jesse was telling me that a frog's butthole protruded, and what he meant was just it's on the outside of their body, not there's no butt cheeks, but I thought he meant like it comes out of them.
No.
And so he was trying to show us pictures. Anyway.
I found one quickly that proved my point. Thank you very much.
It was
just
just a
kinda stuck
frog
out.
pooping.
Yeah, but you could see. You can see what I meant. What's your favorite thing to talk about, Beth?
Frog's butthole.
This is kind of a stupid one, but food is fun to talk about.
That's valid.
What's your favorite this or that? That's always a fun conversation.
It's also fun because lots of people have like real hot takes about food.
Mm-hmm.
So there's always some kind of discussion to be had.
It's true. What's your favorite food?
Oh God.
Ever?
Yeah, this is an extra question.
Bonus.
My favorite category of food is cheese on a carb. So like pizza or cheese and crackers.
Yeah. Or like Texas toast.
Yeah.
Yeah. My favorite, I think, is crawfish pies.
What the fuck?
What
is that?
Like if I had to pick a very, very like a death row meal, it would be a crawfish pie. It's like pie crust with like crawfish, basically like an etouffee, but that's not helping explain it.
But I do love an etouffee.
Like a sauce with crawfish in it.
It's Creole food.
Yeah.
Like let's do a fun game with the audience. Guess where Beth is from. We'll just use questions. I bet you'll never get it.
I bet you'll never get it.
Not once.
Nope.
question time, is it?
Me.
Felicia.
There's literally 3 of us.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't have a memory.
He doesn't even know where his questions are, Felicia.
That's
No.
true. I thought of this question while I was watching like a reality type show that had reenactors.
Hmm.
And there's like a shit ton of people that have to play like criminals, but like creepy criminals, like rapists and like kid predators.
Yeah.
So my
Yeah.
question is, how much money would you have to be paid in order to accept a role like that?
Oh.
Not much.
No.
Really?
Let's just
I don't know.
pretend.
It
Yeah,
is pretend, but like then somebody's there are people who don't take it as pretend, and if they see you on the street, they'll be like, "That guy's a predator."
I mean, that's that guy's problem, man.
Like the stock models and herpes posters.
Yeah.
Hmm. That is
Yeah.
valid. I don't know. Probably still not that much.
That one's a little
for
bit
me,
worse, but yeah.
it would have to be in the millions for me. I need I need to be able to purchase a house with what I made from that role.
For the emotional damage.
I feel like pedophile, you gotta pay me some more probably.
Yeah,
But otherwise, I don't really care.
that's true. Pedophile,
Yeah.
that role is worse.
Yeah, it's not.
That's
I
the
don't-
worst, I would say.
Plus, to act, you have to go to a place in your head, and I don't want to.
Yeah.
That's true. Yuck.
So yeah, I'm gonna say like really nice house money. So like $2 million.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Just to play like a bit part on Law and Order?
Yeah. For a role like that, yeah.
Nah, dude,
No.
you're out of your mind. Or do you mean?
I mean, they
like,
wouldn't give it to me, but I'm just saying, like, in order to accept a role like that, you would have to pay me so much money.
They'll fucking like laugh at you and just give some other actor a day rate.
I'm not auditioning for the role. I'm just setting a limit.
Like a hypothetical.
Yes.
If they were going to.
In this fantasy land, you are like Nicole Kidman level famous.
Sure.
Okay, that makes sense.
I didn't think I needed to justify it with a real life scenario, but sure.
$2 million, a lot of money.
It is a lot of money, but it's the only way I would agree to do that.
And I feel like the whole movie, if they're gonna pay you $2 million, the whole movie has to be about the pedophile.
Okay, listen. If this is a hypothetical scenario, like you find $100 on the ground, I don't have to justify it by being like, well, who left the $100 there? Like,
Yeah, you do.
it's a hypothetical question.
If it was
my
a
God.
pedophile's $100,
Hey, Beth, why don't you
I
go
would
ahead and
just
ask
pocket
your
it.
question?
Okay, sure. Let me just ask this really deep question next. If you could be a kitchen appliance, what would you be?
Wow.
Huh.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Should I say mine while you guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Mine is a Keurig. Why? Because it makes nice things for people. It makes people happy. I like that.
Aw,
I want to be that.
that's nice. You get to
Yeah.
start their morning off right.
Good morning. Here's a nice thing.
I'm going to be a bread machine because not everybody has one, but if you do, it's real cool and you get fresh, nice bread.
I like that. Very
Thank
good.
you.
Huh. I'm gonna be one of those beaters, those egg beater things.
What's your
Um,
reasoning?
Because
Like
nobody
the
ever uses them
electric?
unless they're making good stuff. Huh?
Oh,
Like the electric hand beater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Ooh.
it's called.
You're whipping some cream.
I'm whipping some cream. I'm getting doused in egg cake batter.
Heck yeah.
Anytime
good.
people use those, it's gonna taste good. So
You're like unique, but you have a purpose.
yeah, and I'm assuming that I can taste things as the appliance.
I'm okay with that. I get to taste bread.
Yeah.
I'm cool with it. So many delicious coffee.
Yeah.
Or tea.
Or tea.
Or tea.
And they're fucking bitches about it, and you always get the best kind. You'll never get knockoff.
That's true.
You always get real K-cups.
Well, yeah, but no, that's not true. I've put some shit in my machine.
Not like an older one.
They sell like little inserts that you can put your own coffee in.
Yeah.
Oh.
I've put some cheap crap in mine. Hey Jesse, it's your turn.
My turn?
Yeah.
In what way did your parents fuck you up?
God.
Religious trauma.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's I think self-explanatory enough.
sure.
How about you, Beth?
I would say being like overly picky about how I have to have everything all the time. It just kind of fucks up, like, like not being able to just like be chill about stuff, like things
Yeah.
being placed in a certain spot, that kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Like OCD type stuff?
Yeah,
Or
like those kind of tendencies.
I guess also my mother, because of her, I like hoard dumb shit like cardboard boxes and plastic bags.
Same.
Even though I know I'll never fucking need them, but my garage is like a nightmare zone. It's just full of boxes.
Holy Christ.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you mean like you don't take Amazon boxes for recycling? You just like hoard them?
Uh-huh.
What the hell?
I'm trying to be better,
Can I see
and
a
I have gotten
picture?
rid of a lot of boxes, but I just usually when I open a package, I just throw the box in the garage. Not like the little tiny ones, but if it's like a box that could ostensibly one day be used for like moving purposes,
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, I need this. I'm going to need this."
Oh, well, you're going to have to move soon, so you'll be
I
all
don't
set.
need 300 boxes.
You could individually wrap everything you own.
Yeah, sure could.
Ship it
There's
to
so
the new
many
place.
spiders in your garage.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Mine let me quit whenever I wanted to quit, which was
Oh,
not great.
That's a mixed
sure.
bag because I feel like mine didn't let me quit even when I was truly miserable doing something.
I think on some level that can be good for you.
Yeah, I think there needs to be a healthy mix.
I think I had a mix.
I'm not sure what the mix is, but like whenever I wanted to quit anything, they were fine,
Yeah.
including like school. I
Hmm.
remember when I dropped out, it was like zero effort, like no tension.
Okay,
Wow.
yeah, that's something you should probably fight back on a bit.
But I had the year I dropped out, I
Mhm.
had skipped school so much that they had to go to truancy court.
Oh shit.
So that was probably why
Oh,
Yeah.
goodness.
I just didn't want to go to court again.
Yeah.
What a cool, fun, lighthearted question.
Yeah, well, what's yours, Felicia? What kind of lights do we have? Or
This came from my brother and me.
Okay.
Like they did a recent episode where they like did clips of bits from old episodes, and I didn't remember this, but Griffin found this on Yahoo Answers. What celebrity would you like to stroke your hair when you're dying?
Interesting.
Oh my
Right? It doesn't have
God.
to be like your favorite celebrity. It's just like, who do you think would be really good? And it could be alive or dead.
Huh.
I feel like
Oh my goodness.
this is just occurring to me. I didn't have an answer for this, but like Betty White, I think would be fun. I think she'd be
Yeah.
like good at that.
Aw.
Isn't she dead?
Yeah, I said alive or
Yeah.
dead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Alive
She
or
said
dead?
Yeah, because like if you're
Interesting.
dying, I assume you can kind of see both
I
worlds.
don't know
Yeah.
why my immediate answer is Julie Andrews.
Huh.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Maybe it's the Mary Poppins
Yeah,
of
yeah.
it all.
It's the Mary Poppins and Princess Diaries.
Yeah.
Very motherly.
Yeah. Does she sing when she does it?
Of course she
Yeah,
sings.
absolutely. Oh, or Debbie Reynolds.
We're just adding all
Yeah.
sorts of shit to this question. Like,
That's so crazy. I thought of Debbie Reynolds too.
I think we're both thinking of like grandmotherly figures.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Shaquille O'Neal. Like a big hand.
Big
I think when I'm
hand.
dying, I want to feel like a little boy. I can put my whole head in his hand.
I want to feel physically small.
I like it. That's a good answer. It just really caught me off guard.
Oh God.
Someone with
You just
giant
wanna be
hand.
little.
Yeah. Okay.
I get it. That's nice.
Whose question
That
was
was
that?
nice.
That was my
Is it
Holy
my turn?
fuck, Jesse. No, it's Beth's turn.
Oh, it's my turn.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. My next question is, what is your ideal vacation.
Huh.
I like so rarely, okay, probably never have just gone on like a relaxing vacation. Usually when
Mhm.
I go, it's to like see people and do things with friends. So I guess
Yes.
it would be nice to have just a vacation where you can like relax in an all inclusive resort or some shit. But I also,
Mhm.
because I've never experienced that, I don't know if I would enjoy it. Like it might feel weird to me. So I guess
Right.
I think I would want to go to like a cool island of some sort. But like if I'm not super into the, get a massage at the cabana,
Mhm.
then I would want there to also be stuff to like explore and do like nature stuff. Like maybe it's the Amazon. I don't fucking know. It's a jungle
You want
somewhere.
to
Yeah.
go to the White Lotus?
And not exactly.
Similar.
I wouldn't want it to be just like Hawaii. It should be another country.
Yeah.
I think my answer is maybe Norway.
Ooh,
Nice.
I like
that's
cold,
interesting.
and I've always wanted to see the Northern Lights, and I think that's where they show up the most. I think. I can't remember.
Yeah,
Mm.
So wherever
Mhm.
the Northern Lights are,
cool.
or if it's realistic, then I like the sound of the ocean. So like some hotel with a window open.
Yeah, you guys are, well, Jesse's not landlocked, but you're kind of house locked, I guess,
Yeah.
and not near the coast.
Yeah, and I'm terrified of planes, and I would never get on a ship, I don't think.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I'm never going to fucking Norway.
I'm kind of by the coast. I think mine would be like maybe in the UK, England, Ireland. I
Hmm.
really want to go
Ireland.
to
Yeah.
there.
There's a
You want
lot of places. It's hard to narrow it down.
It is.
you want to see
It is.
Stonehenge?
No, I really don't. I do want to go to
I want to drive all the
Paris.
way out to Stonehenge.
I would want to go to Paris at some point, and the main
Yeah.
reason is because I want to kiss Oscar Wilde's grave. It's a thing people do.
What? Why?
Like, I don't know, because he like Oscar Wilde was somebody who like never thought he was going to be an influential person when he was alive, and like never thought anyone would be reading his works.
Yeah.
So it's fitting now that he's dead to be like, you're paying homage, you're paying your respects. It's like the people in Hollywood forever that whose graves are covered with lipstick marks or whatever. Oscar Wilde's grave has had to be like replaced because of all the lipstick marks.
Yuck.
Yeah,
Wow.
but I would do it.
That's cool. Have you ever seen the Vincent Van Gogh episode of Doctor Who?
No, I don't watch Doctor Who.
Me neither.
We should watch that. You can watch it without context and it makes sense.
There's just so much of it.
No, just that episode is really, really good. We should do it for reals.
Okay.
Write it down.
Now it's Jesse's turn.
Nah, it's my turn. Who is a celebrity that you would definitely get starstruck by?
Brendan Fraser.
That makes sense.
Like you would just turn into a babbling idiot?
Yeah. I haven't met like any big time celebrities, but I've met a lot of people in my favorite bands, and I've never had an issue. And I guess like YouTube people going back decades. I've never really had an issue like conversing like a normal person for the most part. So I don't think I get starstruck super easily, but it has happened a couple times. And yeah, it is just like your mouth can't form words. And I think that I would be that way for Brendan Fraser and probably like Taika Waititi.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Dude, I can't think of even one celebrity.
Because I can think of other celebrities that I would like want to meet, but I don't think that I'd have a hard time talking to them. I think if I saw Brendan Fraser, I'd just start crying immediately.
Like every time you see him in a movie, you cry immediately,
No,
or just in person?
just in person. Like if I saw the real human man in front of me, because I would know in my head, I would want to be like, I grew up watching your movies and you were so important to me. Like, I'm so sorry for what Hollywood did to you. And I would just be like,
Sorry
and he
about
would
your
not know what I was
ex-wife.
saying.
I thought of one.
Yeah.
and it would be Paul Bettany. We just watched A Knight's Tale.
Aw,
Oh.
I
And I
like that.
said I have a crush on that man.
Yeah.
So it's like the crush of it all combined with the stardom that would cause the
Yeah. It would
Yeah.
also be interesting because he'd be like, "Oh, here's another like Vision stan," and you're like, "I loved you in A Knight's Tale."
Sorry, I haven't seen your Vision work.
Just out of left
Your
field.
Vision work. I bet he would love that.
I didn't even remember he was in A Knight's Tale till you pointed it out.
I didn't either.
He doesn't look like Vision to me anymore. He's like all grown up.
That's funny.
I don't think anyone would cause me to be starstruck except for I think maybe Trent Reznor.
Yeah, I was gonna say for you, would probably be a music person.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think that's it. Maybe Christopher Nolan just because he's like reclusive.
Hmm.
So I think that part of it, the part where like I would see him, that would be very rare.
Mm.
So it would be a weird opportunity.
Did you guys know I've met Jared Leto?
No,
Mm-mm.
on his island.
No, it was at a concert at a college campus, and he was a dick because he wouldn't talk under the guise of resting his voice for the show.
Oh man, that's the worst.
Yeah, his brother was nice though.
Was his brother like Jared Leto would write something down and his brother would say it for him?
No.
So does he even talk to his cult people?
I have no fucking idea. Dude, this was like so long. It was like 10 years ago, I think.
It's so wacky not to talk.
Yeah.
To save your voice.
Yeah.
That's
Mhm.
stupid. That's really
Like his
stupid.
brother and the other guy in the band at the time came out and were like really nice and talking to everybody. And like for a while, it took Jared a long time to finally come out. And once he did, he wasn't talking. He just came out
Man.
to take photos.
That's so dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beth?
So
turn?
not him.
Not.
No, Felicia's turn.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my bad.
I'm
I'm really bad at rotations, apparently.
What is the worst pet you've ever had? It doesn't have to be like a
Whoa.
breed. It can just be like, I had a shitty dog once.
Huh.
Because mine is, I had a shitty dog. I still loved her and I was very fond of her. Her name was Daisy. She was a silky terrier. We found her because somebody in our neighborhood at the time was like breeding them, and her and some siblings got loose. And my mom found them and brought them back, and they let us keep her. She was just terrible. I mean, she
What
was
so bad about her?
she was a terrier, so they're very like hyperactive and like
Oh yeah.
she was never fully housebroken. She would pee in the house if she got like remotely excited or upset. She always had some health problem. Like she ate a bee once and went into anaphylactic shock.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
We had to like feed her pumpkin because she always had digestive issues, and she was like hyper protective of all of us except her favorite was my mom. So if she was sitting on my mom's lap and any of us even like looked like we were about to touch my mom, she would like yap at us and bite us. Like
Oh,
she was
boy.
just kind of
Wow.
evil, but I still loved her.
Very high maintenance, kind of
Yeah.
mad.
I don't think I've ever had a bad pet.
Wow.
Cats, when they're young, are annoying, but that's kind of their thing.
They're still
God,
cute.
Yeah, they're cute, but they are like devils too.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
our current youngest cat, Jester, is probably the worst pet that I've ever had. But she's not terrible. She's not like bad. She just fucks with the other cat, and I don't like that.
Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, like my example, I didn't hate that dog by any means. She was just objectively the worst pet I've had so far.
Yeah.
I've liked all my cats, even these with their stupid little problems that they all each have. I don't know. I think if I had to pick a worst pet, it would be the several beta fish that I had as a kid.
Yeah.
They just didn't last too long. That was probably down to me. I don't know. I was a little kid. Don't give a little kid so much responsibility.
Did your parents
True.
do the swap thing, or did you know when they died every time?
No, I knew when they died every time because I would always get a red one, and its name was Rougie, and then all of them were Rougie too. 3, 4, etc.
I used to get betta fish too, but my mom would try to swap them out. But betta fish have very distinctive like colors and markings. Even if they're the same color, it's like slightly different. So she would try to replace it, but it would be like a slightly different color. So I always knew.
Would she how hard would she try to convince you?
I think she only did it like once or twice before I was like, no, because I remember one time I was gone. I think I was like at camp or something. And when I came back, the betta fish was not only a different color, but like significantly larger than the last one. And I was like, Mom, what happened?
She ate too much fish food.
Yeah, and changed colors.
Well, the food made them change colors.
Beth, turn?
Yeah.
Me? Okay. What's your favorite type of fries?
Curly fries.
Curly
That's a good
fries are
type.
nice, yeah.
I think like Arby's.
That's up there.
It's either those or Chick-fil-A's waffle fries.
Those are really good too.
Yeah.
Those are in probably my top 3.
I can't place those right off the top of my head because I haven't had them much. But I've gotten a lot. I've noticed I'm very picky when it comes to fries because they have to be like really salty. Like my ideal fry is just the McDonald's French fry, like real hot right out the fryer.
Yeah. They're good.
I also like a sweet potato fry.
Oh God.
You ever had a
I love
Five
sweet
Guys
potato
fry?
Yeah.
I have, but I don't think they were notable enough to make my top 5.
Oh.
Those are kind of average to me.
They're always mega salty around here.
I just don't like Five Guys in general, so I don't particularly go there.
Damn, I like the burgers.
My favorite is like the Popeyes or like Checkers fries, those kind, the seasoned.
Oh.
Yeah.
Boys.
Oh, that just reminded me that my answer was wrong.
Oh, no.
Okay.
My favorite fries are Long John Silver's.
I've never been to a Long John Silver.
Their fries, I think they cook them in the same oil as they do their fish and stuff.
Ooh.
So they've
honestly,
always got a weird taste, and it's kind of good. And
any like fish and chips place, usually the fries are extra good.
And they'll have crunchies sometimes.
Yeah.
I love crunchies.
We don't really have a Long John Silver's here. I miss it.
Yeah, I don't know that there's any around here.
We don't have that either.
Damn, they got really good clam strips too.
We have like, too many good seafood places for chains to thrive at all.
You never had fried clam strips?
I've had fried clams. I just don't know that I've ever had them in strips.
Huh.
I don't think I've had clam.
Really? They're pretty good fried.
How? You're in like the seafood capital of the world.
Yeah, but we have like oysters and stuff. I don't think we got clams.
No clams?
Not that I'm aware of.
I think clams are really popular in Italian cuisine, so I've definitely had my share of clams.
Does that mean you've never had clam chowder?
Like from a can, probably.
Oh yeah.
But
you've had shitty clams.
No. Yeah.
Man, I'm spoiled. I've got a lot of good clam chowder places near me.
Clam chowder is like one of my favorite things.
So good, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Jesse's turn.
It's my turn?
Yeah.
Hey, what's your biggest weakness?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
What kind of trauma did your parents put you through? What's your biggest weakness?
Procrastination.
That's a cop-out.
What?
That's everybody's biggest weakness.
So
no one does it as good as me.
Laziness. But it's hard to say that's the only thing at play. There's definitely the fair share of like health issues and depression and anxiety and shit that plays its role there, but I'm just gonna put it under the blanket of laziness because like I don't do shit if I really don't feel like it.
Yeah. I would say laziness too, but I think that it actually helps me in my career.
Oh, that's a cop-out.
That's not that's not my answer.
Copycat. That's Felicia's answer.
No. That's not my actual answer. My answer is that I overthink everything.
Oh. Oh, same.
No matter what, I overthink it.
Yeah.
And it leads me to like be weird sometimes with friends or people if I think that I've annoyed them
Mm-hmm.
or like bothered them in some way, then I'll apologize for it like 4 times because I can't stop thinking about it.
You want to
Yeah,
get in a
definitely.
fight and list each other's weakness?
Oh, God.
Yeah, what's
No, I
my
don't.
biggest weakness?
Being
What's
a
the most
piece of
annoying thing
shit. No, I'm
about
just
me?
kidding. No, let's not.
We just end the podcast here.
Just ruin the show. Felicia has commitment problems.
Oh, that's true. That's big true.
That was a good one.
Oh, so we're just doing that, huh?
Oh no, mine was a
Oh.
joke. You
Oh,
copped to
okay.
it though.
I think a lot you can just throw stuff out and then people will be like, yeah, I do struggle. My turn?
Yeah.
Your turn.
Beth, you have siblings, right? A sibling?
Yes.
Well, okay, my question is what ways did your siblings pick on you?
Oh boy.
Jesse's gonna
Oh.
have trauma with this
Oh
one.
boy.
I'll start
not-
with more innocuous ones, I guess. My brother is 6 years older than me. So I was like the very gullible child who just wanted to like spend time with my cool older brother, and he was like, hey, want to see what I learned at karate today? And it would be like flipping me. And he also told me, I'm sure I've said this, but he told me that if you stared at your food in the microwave while it was on, that your eyeballs would pop out. And I believed that until I was like 12. But like
Pretty
shit like
good.
that, I guess older brother stuff. Like if we both had to go to the bathroom and I got there first, he'd like pick me up and put me outside the room and just use it.
Oh man.
Oh, you're more like your general innocuous big brother picking on you stuff.
Yeah. My brother is 13 years older than me.
Oh damn.
So
God damn.
quite an age difference, which means like picking on me initially was just like he would flip me upside down, same thing like
Yeah.
you just said, that kind of shit. And then I don't know, just straight into like mean sarcastic comments.
Oh.
I don't know. But like that's how I don't say that in like a bad way.
Yeah.
Like my whole family is that way. That's what makes me who I am. Sarcastic always first.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. We're cool. And like our relationship's gotten, nicer as I've gotten older because now we're on more level playing field instead of
Right.
teenage guy, little kid.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Wow.
Jesse,
Wow.
you're gonna be like, my
Jesse.
brothers tried to kill me.
Yeah, that's the first one I can remember. Is my mom. I don't remember this actually. My mom told me this story that my brothers like threw me in the pool when I was 1 or 2
Oh, God.
and I almost
No.
drowned.
No.
When we lived in an apartment near DC, my brother Greg hung me off of like a 6th floor balcony by my ankles.
That I remember.
I remember that one. It was either 5th or 6th floor.
Just cuz, or like was he trying to get some info out of you?
No, well, my brothers are 9 and 10 years older than me,
Mhm.
and I was an annoying little shit. So they were like at the age where they couldn't really reason well.
Yeah, they weren't thinking like he'll die if I drop him.
No, but easily could have killed me there.
Yeah.
Oh man, there's so many. My brother Greg again with his friend were hitting me with like a wiffle ball bat.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What?
And I was running away from them and I ran in the house and that caused a fist fight between my dad and my brother.
Oh my God.
For picking on you?
Yeah. Well, for that was straight up abuse. That was just
Yeah.
it wasn't like playful hitting.
Damn.
There's a lot more. My brothers were kind of bitches to me.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I didn't realize we were all the younger siblings, so we should have called
Yeah.
this the Little Shits Club.
Where's the little shits club? Oh, there was my uncle had a plumbing business and he had a warehouse with a rope that hung down from like the middle of it.
Oh no.
From the middle of the ceiling. And my brothers said that they like talked me into being Indiana Jones from one
No.
side of the warehouse to the other.
Oh my God.
and there was a fridge at the other side, and I fucking,
Oh
like,
no.
I face planted into the side of the fridge, and
No.
they did the,
Play
"Oh,
a
shit, don't tell mom,
cartoon.
don't tell mom, don't tell mom."
That one's kind of good.
But they had to
Oh
because I
god.
was, like, gushing blood out of
Oh
my
my
nose,
god.
so I had to go to the hospital for that.
Oh, did you break your nose?
No, no, I
Oh,
didn't break, but I have a deviated septum, and I've wondered if that's why.
huh.
Like, but
Mm.
I can't my memories of when I was a kid aren't great because, lots of abuse
Yeah, and
of,
also
like
head injuries apparently.
yeah, some head injuries in
Yeah.
there.
You could be a serial killer right now. That's like one of the things.
Yeah,
Oh,
wow, I
that's
could
cool.
be.
Hey, and with that, it's Beth's
And we're glad you're
turn.
not, is what I'm
Wow,
saying.
thanks.
And what's my question?
Let's make this a true crime podcast about my adventures.
Mm.
Alright, Beth, what's
We
yours?
could. My question is, what was your first job?
So my mom used to work at an eye doctor's office. So she got me a job, like basically she picked me up from a friend's house one day when I was like 13 and she's like, "You're working part-time now." And
Mm.
so I got basically paid under the table at like $7 an hour to do essentially nothing for a couple hours after school. Like
Yeah.
basically rip tabs off of paper and like do like really menial tasks that didn't really need to be done just to make a little money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stuff other people didn't want to do.
Yeah.
My first job was as a customer service rep
Ugh.
for
Mm.
the Plow and Hearth catalog,
What is that?
like
Plow and Hearth catalog.
knickknacks for old people,
Oh.
but I hated that shit.
Yeah,
That
customer
sounds
service
nice.
sucks.
I'd like to look at that catalog.
Yeah, you probably there was actually decent, like, fun shit in there sometimes, but it was definitely for boomers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Beth.
But we had to upsell shit, and that's the part where
Ugh.
I couldn't do it.
Oh God.
I literally could
Yeah.
not do it. And there was one thing, we sold a nut sack,
What?
and
Oh
every
God.
time I said it, like, I couldn't you could probably hear me smiling or I nose laughed at least. But, like, I couldn't say it with a straight face
Why would they call it that? Call it anything
because
else.
it's like boomer shit, man. They didn't understand, like, what that meant to younger generations, I
How
think.
old were you?
At least one boomer had to be like, you guys, hold on.
I was either 16 or 17. I worked there with my friend Josh. Yeah, that's mine though.
Mine was during college. I had a job working at a gift shop at basically a botanical gardens. It's called Jungle Gardens. It's right down the road from me
Hmm.
now on Avery Island. There's like on the island they have the McElhenney Tabasco sauce factory, and then the McElhenney's also on Jungle Gardens. It has what does it have? It has baby alligators you can look at. It has
Oh.
this statue of the Buddha that is it was actually stolen. It was
By a
stolen
rival
and it
football
was
team.
by a rival football team. It was put up for auction by some guys that knew Mr. McElhenney bought it for him, and he was like, actually this is kind of sacred and special, so I'm gonna make a nice place for it. And Buddhist monks come every year and like do a little ceremony by it. It's
Whoa.
really cool.
What the hell?
But
That sounds like kind
yeah,
of
so
a
I worked
rad
in
job.
the yeah, it was nice. It was nice because some nights after work, I would just go take a ride through. It was kind of like a 4 mile. You could either drive it or walk it, and there's just like a few different things to see as you go through in different gardens.
Oh.
And but yeah, I worked in the gift shop, and I like explained the map to everyone who came in. Sold tickets, sold snacks.
Yours is fun.
Yeah.
Souvenirs.
What the fuck, Beth? Go back in
I
time
was
and get a less fun first job.
Miriam worked in a movie theater, and I think that's the coolest possible job.
Ooh,
Except for people who work in movie theaters. I've heard from people who just hated it.
yeah.
I think she liked it Basically, I think she said you get like all the free movies that you want.
Yeah, I think you have to be like a movie enthusiast to really dig that job.
Me.
You.
I should have tried to get that sort of a job actually, but slim pickings in
Mm.
my town. We were a very small town.
Yeah.
Little.
Yeah, even that plow and hearth place was like 20 minutes away from me. There were no other jobs really.
Mm.
Jesse, you got more questions?
Yeah. How long do you think you could survive if you got dropped on an island beach with nothing but a travel suitcase?
What do you mean? What is there stuff in the travel suitcase?
Yeah, just shit you would pack if you were traveling somewhere.
Okay.
So
Clothes,
basically for me, yeah,
toothbrush.
clothes and toiletries,
Yeah.
Man,
not
I
food.
would give it.
No.
Yeah, not long.
No, I can't. I'm not equipped.
I know.
I don't know.
I'm
I don't
not
know how to
used to
make
that
fire.
life. No.
I've been watching
Oh.
this show called Alone. This is why I asked this question because that's what they do.
Yeah, I was obsessed with Alone for a long time. I watched all of it.
Really? Oh,
I
maybe it was
don't.
you.
Dude, we
I told
fucking talked about it on the podcast so many times.
I told Steve I was watching Alone. He acted like he'd never seen it before. I was like, wait,
Wow,
didn't you
yeah,
tell me you watched like
not all the good shit comes from Steve, okay? I'm just saying.
I thought this one did. I completely
No.
forgot that you had watched it.
We probably have like old episodes called
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, because I had gotten Discovery Plus and it was on Discovery
Oh,
Plus.
that's right. I remember now.
Yeah, I wouldn't last long at all unless it was
No.
like the island was just super well stocked. There were like coconuts everywhere and fish just flopped right into your hands if you went in the water. Yeah, I couldn't build a fire, so I'd be dead in like 2 days.
Same. However long it takes to starve, that's when I'm dying.
No, however long it takes to dehydrate.
But it
Dehydrate.
is an
that one
island
too.
beach, so it's probably not like mega
Yeah, but you
cold.
would still need to be able to make fire so you could boil the salt water to drink it. Otherwise, you're
Yeah.
That's
dead
true.
in a couple days.
You drink a weird germ.
Islands never have springs or anything like that.
I mean, maybe. Yeah, you could get lucky and find a fresh spring.
I think I would die pretty quickly. There's a chance that I could stay alive.
There's a chance, but you would have to get lucky with the island
Yeah.
resources.
I had like a little outdoorsy phase when I was a kid. So I learned the basics that you would learn. Fishing and stuff like that. What not to eat, what not to drink.
Yeah, see, I don't know how
Mm-mm.
to fish and I would be sad doing it. I would never hunt. I would die first.
You know what's funny? I was literally gonna recommend Alone to you because I completely forgot that you had told me about it in the first place. But I backed off of that recommendation
Because they kill animals a lot.
because I saw it was an episode I was watching while I was thinking about telling you about the show where this dude there's this duck that's wounded.
Oh no.
Yeah, I
And it-
always have to turn away.
and it looks up all sad at
No.
this woman and she's like,
No!
bye.
See, yeah, as soon as they're like, "Oh, what's that in the distance? Oh, it's a squirrel. I'm gonna spear it." I'm like, "Nope," and I have to turn away until it's over.
That show is full of shit like that.
Yeah,
Like,
it is.
How do you? I can't
Because I
believe you
don't
watched
watch
that
those
show.
parts.
Yeah.
As soon as they're like, "Oh, I need to go out and get some food," I'm like, "All right, see you
How
later."
much would you need to be paid to be on that show?
I would go on that show, spend a couple days exploring the island, and then be like, "All right, I'm out. Come get me."
I don't think you would last a night.
I think I would last because you get a lot of equipment going in. So like if there are no fucking wolves or bears circling the camp, I think I could last a day or two.
I think I would panic first night.
I don't
No
know.
help. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Because you can even, like, with Alone, one of the things you can even bring is emergency rations if you choose that over other equipment. So I could just bring a bag of trail mix, chill for a day or two, get some nice pics, and then be like, all right, come get
I'm
me.
afraid of the dark. I don't
But
like it.
they give you this satellite phone so you can immediately nope out.
Yeah.
I think if you heard a weird noise at night, I think you would nope out
Yeah.
real quick.
No,
Ugh,
that's not
I
true.
would.
I would.
I don't scare easily like that, especially because at that point I'm like, oh, it's an animal. I kind of want to see it. I just don't
I
want it
get
to
scared in
see
my own
me.
house,
At
dude. I
night,
can't. I
dude.
couldn't do it.
Yeah, but my fears of like being alone in the dark are totally human based. Like I'm afraid of a human person breaking in and murdering me. I'm not afraid of animals, even though I should be. Like that's
Yeah,
how I think I'm gonna die, is like trying to cuddle something that's feral.
that's so weird. When in Alone, let's talk about
Okay.
Alone now. In Alone, anytime there's a bear, no matter what, they're like, "Hey, bear,"
What?
and I just want to reach through the TV and be like, "Are you stupid?"
Yeah, I would never try to approach it. I would definitely hide and like try to make myself safe, but I would also try to keep looking at it.
Well, I think the idea is like if they're black bears, so they're like sketchy around people. They're not really gonna fight you unless you're like threatening their cub or whatever.
Well, they're also in a location where like humans don't really go.
Yeah.
So the wildlife doesn't know what to do with you.
But it was like everybody, no matter what, would yell at the bears, even if they were like not looking at them actively.
Wow.
And I
Yeah,
think
that's
that's a
stupid.
good way to get a wild animal's attention on you
Yeah.
for no reason.
Yeah.
I don't know why they were
Stupid.
doing that.
No, I would make like I'd fashion a lookout post with twigs and logs, and I would just sit there and
You just want to
animal
live in
watch.
George of the Jungle's animal watching hut.
Yes. Yes.
You couldn't win alone though. How
Oh
much?
no. They're
Yeah,
out there
right.
for months.
Yeah.
No, I
No.
could never win
Beth, you
alone.
gotta watch this show. It completely destroys like survival enthusiasts.
Yeah, but well, okay, here's my theory though. The people that tend to like leave right away are people it's not because they couldn't survive, it's because they miss their family. And it's like, I
Well,
think that part I could be chill with. Like the isolation. I think it'd still get to me after a while, but I think I could outlast a lot of those people because I'm not like, there are so many people that go on that show that are like, yeah, we just had our second child. He's 6 weeks old, but I'll be okay. And then, like, 2 weeks in, they're like crying every night.
I'm only on season 5 so far. So the people that leave that I've seen, it's usually bears at night when they
There are
leave, like
definitely a handful of those too. Like
when they
people
leave the
do
first
leave
night.
because of animals. But I'm talking like the ones who make it to almost the end
Yeah.
don't usually give up because of a survival problem. It's usually because of family.
I actually think they do. I was thinking about this too because that's like rampant among them and it's not even kids, it's just family in general. I think they're using that to save face. Like that's my official
Could be.
theory
It could be, but some of them
that
are
shit
like,
only comes out when they get hungry.
I don't know, because there have been. I'm sorry, we're just talking about Alone now. There is. I remember, like specifically, there was this guy that built this like beautiful log cabin that looked like something you could fucking rent in Tahoe. It would be hundreds of dollars a night,
Yeah.
and he was doing so well and like bringing in fish every day. He wasn't starving, but he was just like crying every night, looking at pictures of his wife.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know, there's a lot of those kind of people. Anyway, I'm ending this discussion because we've talked at length about Alone in earlier episodes of our podcast. I will just say it is funny that Jesse didn't believe me when I recommended it, but suddenly he's like, "You'll never believe this cool show I found."
No, I started watching it. I've had it in the back of my head. I just thought it was Steve that told me because it was a really long time ago.
Anyway, it's my turn. If you were a ghost and could haunt anyone or anything, what or who would it be?
Ah.
The thing that immediately came to mind because we just talked about this is Jared Leto.
You would haunt Jared Leto?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like haunt as in like stalk or haunt as in like fuck with?
Fuck with. Like, I'd open all the cabinets in his house and write, like, get out on his mirrors when he's in the shower.
Huh.
Make his walls bleed.
Who's like a really famous skeptic that's still alive?
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah, something like that would be fun.
Yeah.
Where you could just shatter their worldview.
True.
That'd be fun.
Mine's just like revenge. I'm like, who's my enemy? Like an old mean
Right,
teacher. Just
Oh,
fuck with them.
high school bully.
Yeah, I didn't have a high school bully, but I did have a shitty
I
teacher
did,
that
but
ruined my life. I would haunt her.
oh,
Me too. I had a bad teacher that fucked my life up too.
Yeah.
I think I was lucky enough to avoid that. I mean, I had some weird teachers, but none of them did enough shit to like really affect me.
Yeah.
Man, it's so fucked up. Even back when I was a kid, teachers weren't getting paid that well.
Mm-hmm.
But I think about it now, and there's got to be some fucked up shit teachers are doing to kids
For
currently.
sure.
Oh yeah.
Because mine was like we had 1 in 10 bad. That was a bad teacher, maybe.
Mm.
But you don't really get paid, and they're like lowering the requirements.
Yeah.
So I bet there's going to be a shit ton more.
I mean, okay, yeah, I did actually have a teacher that traumatized me, and I've talked about it before, but he showed us, he was our Bible teacher at the time, or I think he was just subbing, and he showed us a like really fucked up video about like cult stuff on Halloween.
The fuck?
Yeah, I remember that now.
That like made us all want to vomit.
Jesus.
So he traumatized me, but that's like one time.
Yeah.
Mine locked me in a closet for a year.
What the
A
fuck?
whole year?
Yeah, like every day.
Jesus.
No.
And it was like it was 4th grade, so she was the teacher of everything.
What?
And yeah, when I would come in, my desk would go in the closet.
I want to
Oh
call
my
the cops
God.
right now.
Right?
My relationship with adults was real fucked. So I didn't really want to tell my parents because I thought like she was putting me in the closet because I was in trouble.
Yeah.
Right. So you thought you would be in trouble if you told your parents.
Jesus.
Yeah, but it was like no adults. There was many ways I could have probably saved myself that trauma, but I didn't. And our daycare was after school at that same school, and my mom would come and get me at like 6:15 p.m. And there were like several days where that teacher would keep me in there from like 8 a.m. until 6
Oh
p.m.
my
What
god.
the hell?
and then
She
walk
should
me
be
to
in
daycare.
jail.
And none of the daycare counselors ever questioned it. I never
What the
really
fuck?
thought about that till later. I was like, that's kind of
I'd
fucked.
like to haunt this
Yeah,
person.
kinda, yeah.
That's the one I want to haunt.
Yeah, I'll haunt that person with you.
I've looked for her before, not to like do anything, just to be like,
Just to
I
haunt
wonder
her.
if she's in jail.
Yeah, she should be.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It was just like nonchalant torture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think a lot of, you're right though, like that happens in a lot of schools, past and present. Like, you know, my grandma talks about like going to kind of like a Catholic all girls school, and the nuns would just like beat people with rulers and shit.
Mm.
Like, and that was
Yeah.
like sanctioned by the church. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's just
there's a
it's
lot of
the norm.
abuse. Hey, what a cool we unpacked
Wow.
some trauma.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you guys have more questions?
I'm done.
I'm out of questions. I got nothing.
Yeah, I had a couple, but they're not good. I don't want to ask them. So,
Why'd you write them down?
because I thought of better ones later.
Oh, okay, that makes
They were
sense.
first drafts.
Yeah.
Hey, Felicia.
Hey, Jesse.
Or hey, Beth, I mean.
Hey, Jesse.
Okay, fuck you.
What are we watching this week?
This week we're gonna watch Hairspray, which is a me pick.
2007 edition.
2007. Yeah, the newer one.
Beth is like choosing a hate watch that feels like I chose it, but I didn't because I
Yeah.
haven't seen this movie.
This type of musical in particular is one that I really hate.
Oh, good.
So it should be fun.
Why?
I hate Grease too.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And then
I've never
you just
seen
hate
Grease
John
in its
Travolta,
entirety.
I don't like musicals.
I love musicals.
I really don't like musicals with that 50s style, like Greaser style.
Oh no.
I think Hairspray is like that.
This is the 60s, so it'll be fine.
Yeah. Same. It's the same.
It's totally different. It's very good.
I don't know. I don't really listen to lyrics and music. I think we've talked about this
We
before.
have, because me and Felicia definitely do listen to lyrics hard.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
first.
Yeah,
So-
right.
I don't hear the words that they're singing. I just see idiots dancing around, being way too happy about it.
That's a bad
Yeah,
time.
it's like in a musical, you kind of have to pay attention to the words because it's the plot of the musical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Jesse's just like, I hear music and that's it.
Didn't you say you've liked the musicals that we and you guys have watched so far?
Yeah, but it's I was
I
just
think
about
like
to
is
say
strong. I feel like
I've
didn't hate.
I was just about to say I've never really watched them with subtitles before we started watching them.
Oh, game
So that might
changer.
make a difference. I might
Yeah.
not hate it as much as I generally would.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
And I think it's actually why I like Hamilton and why I like rap because the music is secondary to the words, really.
Right.
Okay.
So I'll listen to the words in that style, but not musicals. We'll see though.
We'll see.
And that's on VOD.
Wow.
Cool.
It's got John Travolta and Queen Latifah and
Nikki Blonsky.
a million other people.
Yeah.
Unrelated to our podcast, but I have a friend who's listening backwards to Dynamic Banter. And so he is listening through it backwards. And then because they just came out with like a record of their best bits from the first couple of episodes, he started then listening to it from the beginning. So he just asked me if he should bother to listen to the after show episodes. And I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I just listened to
fun.
those for the first time not too long ago. Definitely recommend.
Yeah, they're very fun.
Yeah.
Brett and Owen have good chemistry.
Yeah, and he just asked me who Owen is, and fucking how dare he?
Owen's the guy on the couch. Well, he wouldn't know that, actually.
That's true. He probably hasn't gotten there yet.
Yeah, that was like the first 100 episodes or something.
Yeah.
Wow, that show's got a lot of episodes.
Sure does.
Sure does.
Now that I think about it.
Hey, that has nothing to do with us though. So thanks
No.
for listening.
Wow. Thanks,
And
everybody.
yeah, hopefully this was fun and not just us trauma dumping.
I think it's
what's
fun.
your favorite type of French fry, and also were you abused as a child? But hey, that's how this podcast is.
Also, Beth is from Louisiana, if you were guessing earlier.
Yeah.
You don't win anything.
Nope. But good night.
Good night. We have Beth now.
Sweet dreams.
Wow. Welcome, Beth, and good night.
Thank you so
welcome
much.
back to the show.
Everyone go to Discord and say welcome, Beth.
Welcome, Beth.
Welcome.
It's Louisiana.
Well, yeah, she's from Louisiana.
I'm from Louisiana.
If you didn't know. Was it the crawfish?
What?
Etouffee.
Yes.
Etouffee.
Etouffee.
They spell everything. They say faux about everything. Or like AU. What is it?
EAUX.
EAUX. Yeah, it's real dumb.
Yeah.
It's
Good
fun
night.
though. It's a good